If you are over the age of 60, I want you to picture a very specific scenario. You go to bed after eating what you consider a perfectly healthy dinner, perhaps a crisp green salad or a bowl of steamed vegetables. You fall asleep feeling proud of your choices. But by 4 a.m., something goes terribly wrong. You wake up with slurred speech, a sudden weakness in your arm, or a wave of severe dizziness. Most people assume these sudden, terrifying events are exclusively triggered by fried foods, cholesterol, or sugar spikes. But here is the medical reality that shocks most patients. Sometimes it is caused by the exact vegetable you thought was protecting you. Yes, a vegetable. A food you've been told for decades is heart healthy, but after age 60, it can quietly alter your blood density and increase your stroke risk overnight while you sleep. As we age, our kidneys filter at a slower rate, and our arterial walls lose elasticity. A meal that safely energized your body at age 40 can completely backfire at age 70. This is especially true when these foods are combined with common daily medications or eaten at the wrong time of day. You do not need to fear your food, but you must understand your aging biology. Today, we are exposing the top 4 common vegetables that can quietly trigger vascular complications overnight, and how to keep eating them safely. Stay with me until the very end, because the single most dangerous vegetable on this list is one most seniors consume multiple times a week. Before we look at the first one, let's start a conversation. Drop a comment below with your age, where you are watching from, and let me know how your circulatory health has been lately. I read every single one. To truly grasp how a simple vegetable can pose a sudden threat to your brain health overnight, we have to look closely at the profound physiological shifts that occur inside your cardiovascular system after you cross the age of 60. In your younger years, your blood vessels possess a remarkable asset, a highly flexible, dynamic inner lining known as the endothelium. This cellular layer acts like premium elastic, expanding and contracting effortlessly to regulate your blood pressure and keep your circulation smooth, no matter what you consume or what time you choose to eat it. However, as the decades accumulate, this structural elasticity naturally declines. Your arterial walls gradually stiffen, making them far more vulnerable to sudden changes in blood volume and pressure. Simultaneously, your renal system undergoes a significant slowdown. Your kidneys do not filter metabolic waste products or clear out dense plant compounds nearly as rapidly as they did when you were 40. This means that when you eat heavy, nutrient-dense foods late in the evening, those compounds linger in your bloodstream for a much longer duration, waiting to be processed. This delay becomes critical when you transition into your overnight sleep cycle. During deep sleep, your body naturally enters a state called nocturnal dipping, where your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure gently drops, and your overall circulatory velocity decreases. Your blood is naturally moving at its slowest and most sluggish pace during the early morning hours. If your sluggish overnight blood flow suddenly collides with concentrated, unprocessed plant compounds from your dinner, your blood density changes. This specific chemical intersection is what lays the foundation for silent vascular events before the sun rises. The risk multiplies exponentially when you introduce common daily medications into the mix. Millions of older adults rely on blood pressure regulators, diuretics, or anti-clotting prescriptions to keep their health stable. What mainstream nutrition frequently overlooks is that certain vegetables contain powerful, active plant chemicals that can directly clash with these exact drugs. When eaten at night, these vegetables can amplify or completely neutralize your medication's intended effect, swinging the pendulum between dangerously thin blood and sudden sluggish clots while your body is completely at rest. Let us break down the first specific vegetable on our list, a food that has been celebrated for decades as the ultimate healthy green, yet can transform into a silent vascular hazard if consumed late in the evening: raw spinach. Spinach is naturally packed with an abundance of essential minerals and vitamins, but it also carries an exceptionally high concentration of organic compounds known as oxalates. In a younger body, these oxalates are simply a routine metabolic byproduct, easily filtered and flushed out by high-performing kidneys before they can ever cause systemic trouble. However, after the age of 60, your renal filtration naturally slows down, meaning these oxalates linger in your circulation significantly longer. The real danger escalates if you consume your greens at dinner while also taking standard calcium or vitamin D supplements. When these unprocessed oxalates meet high levels of circulating calcium in a sluggish, nighttime bloodstream, they bind together to form microscopic calcium oxalate crystals. These tiny, sharp structures behave exactly like fine sand being poured into a thin, delicate pipe, gradually gathering in the microscopic vessels that supply oxygen to your brain. As you sleep and your blood pressure naturally dips, your circulation slows down to its lowest daily velocity. This sluggish movement allows those microscopic crystals to settle and restrict the already narrowed vessels. Over hours of rest, this mechanical restriction deprives delicate brain cells of vital oxygen and can quietly set the stage for a localized ischemic event or a silent stroke overnight. The patient often wakes up completely unaware that a major vascular strain occurred in their brain while they were dreaming, assuming their morning grogginess is just a normal sign of getting older. This critical reaction does not mean you should banish spinach from your kitchen. It simply means you must master the clinical rules of timing. To enjoy its immense health benefits safely after 60, shift your spinach consumption entirely to breakfast or lunch. Eating this green powerhouse earlier in the day ensures your body is active, your hydration levels are peak, and your kidneys have ample time to flush out oxalates before your circulation slows down for sleep. Respect the biological clock of your body, and your food will always remain your medicine. We now move to the second vegetable on our list, a true titan of nutrition that requires strict awareness if you are managing your cardiovascular health with daily prescriptions: broccoli. Broccoli is famous for its exceptional fiber content and cancer-fighting compounds. However, it is also one of the most concentrated dietary sources of vitamin K1 on the planet. In your younger years, this vitamin is simply a helpful coordinator for your body's skeletal health. But after 60, it can act as a powerful molecular switch that directly interferes with life-saving medications. The primary clinical concern rests on how vitamin K1 interacts with common blood thinners and anti-clotting medications like warfarin, aspirin, or Plavix. These life-saving drugs are precisely prescribed to keep your blood at a safe, fluid consistency to prevent cardiovascular blockages.
Vitamin K1, however, is the exact nutrient your liver uses to manufacture clotting factors. When a massive, sudden influx of vitamin K enters your system, it can effectively counter the therapeutic effects of your medication, abruptly thickening your blood when your body least expects it. The true vascular danger for older adults does not come from eating broccoli occasionally, but from dietary inconsistency. If you consume a large amount of broccoli or leafy cruciferous greens one week and then eat absolutely none the next, you create a volatile roller coaster effect in your blood density. Your prescription medication levels are thrown completely off balance without your knowledge. You will not feel this internal shift happening, yet your body is swinging dangerously between blood that is too thick to flow smoothly and blood that cannot clot when a microvessel leaks.
To protect your brain and keep your vascular highway perfectly stable, you do not need to banish broccoli from your dinner plate. The clinical secret after age 60 is absolute portion consistency. Aim to keep your intake of vitamin K-rich vegetables steady from week to week, so your daily prescriptions can be precisely calibrated by your physician. Always inform your doctor about your routine green vegetable intake during your checkups. By maintaining a predictable, balanced plate, you allow this nutrient-dense vegetable to support your longevity without ever endangering your neurological safety. Next, we must uncover a vegetable that seems completely harmless and is a staple of light, low-calorie dinners across the world. Romaine lettuce. For many older adults, choosing a large salad for dinner feels like the ultimate health-conscious decision to protect their heart and avoid heavy digestion before bed. However, few realize that romaine lettuce possesses natural diuretic properties, meaning it actively signals your body to eliminate fluid and release water through your renal system. In a younger adult, this mild diuretic effect goes completely unnoticed because their thirst signals are sharp and their hydration reserves are highly adaptive.
But after the age of 60, your body's natural thirst sensitivity drastically declines and your blood vessels naturally stiffen. When you consume a large portion of romaine lettuce late in the evening, it quietly draws water out of your bloodstream while you are fast asleep, causing your blood volume to drop and your blood density to drastically thicken in the middle of the night. This overnight dehydration occurs at the exact time when your systemic blood circulation is already at its slowest resting pace. Thick, dehydrated blood moving sluggishly through narrow, aging cerebral arteries creates the absolute perfect environment for microscopic clots to spontaneously form. If you are concurrently taking prescription blood pressure medications or synthetic diuretics, this dangerous overnight blood thickening effect multiplies exponentially, placing an immense silent strain on your brain's vascular safety before dawn.
To keep this crisp, refreshing green as your ultimate health ally, you do not need to eliminate salads from your diet. You simply need to change the clock. Enjoy your romaine lettuce salads during lunch or early afternoon when your metabolism is at its peak and you are actively drinking liquids. If you do choose to eat raw greens with your evening meal, ensure you drink a full, dedicated glass of pure water alongside them to continuously protect your blood density and keep your overnight circulation moving flawlessly. Finally, we must confront fruit number 4 on our list, an absolute staple of modern kitchens that can trigger vascular responses that mimic severe medical emergencies if eaten in excess at night. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are celebrated for their rich antioxidant profile, but they are also prominent members of the Nightshade family. This botanical group naturally manufactures an array of active chemical compounds, including specialized histamines, tyramines, and an alkaloid known as solanine. In a younger body, these nightshade compounds are processed seamlessly by a robust metabolic system. However, after the age of 60, your neurological and vascular networks become significantly more fragile and sensitive. When consumed heavily in raw form at dinner, these active alkaloid compounds can trigger localized inflammation and unpredictable vascular spasms, causing your cerebral blood vessels to constrict and dilate erratically while your body is trying to rest. This overnight vascular erraticism can lead to sudden drops in localized blood flow while you sleep. When you wake up, this microcirculatory strain can manifest as sudden dizziness, a blinding morning headache, or a terrifying numbness in your hands and face. These localized neurological reactions can feel eerily identical to the early warning signs of a transient ischemic attack or a minor stroke, sending many panicked patients straight to the emergency room. To completely eliminate this hidden risk, you do not need to abandon tomatoes. You simply need to change how you prepare them. Cooking tomatoes thoroughly breaks down and deactivates the volatile solanine and alkaloid structures, while making heart-protective antioxidants like lycopene drastically easier for your aging body to absorb. Avoid heavy, raw tomato dishes or dense nighttime pizzas before bed. Enjoy them cooked. Pair them with healthy fats earlier in the day, and keep this vibrant food working as your protector rather than an overnight trigger. As we uncover the hidden mechanics behind these 4 common vegetables, it is completely natural to feel a sense of surprise or even a bit of unease. We have been taught our entire lives that greens and raw vegetables are universally beneficial at any hour. And for the most part, that remains entirely true. But after you cross the age of 60, your biological landscape undergoes a profound shift. It is no longer just about what you put on your plate. It is entirely about when you eat it, how you prepare it, and how it interacts with your daily medical routine. A crisp salad at lunch can actively strengthen your arterial walls and clear out your system, while that exact same salad eaten late at night can quietly drain your hydration and thicken your blood during sleep.
Raw garlic or onions in a daytime cooked meal can beautifully support your heart, but concentrated extracts mixed carelessly with nighttime prescriptions can dangerously thin your blood. True longevity is not built on radical deprivation or fear. It is built on timing, balance, and absolute anatomical awareness. I want to speak to you directly, not merely as a medical professional, but as someone who deeply cares about the quality of your independent years ahead. True health awareness is not a restriction, it is absolute freedom. When you understand exactly how your body processes nutrients after 60, you gain ultimate control over your future. By making tiny, intentional adjustments, like shifting your heavy greens to the afternoon, hydrating properly before bed, and keeping your cruciferous portions consistent, you can continue to enjoy the whole foods you love without an ounce of anxiety. Thank you for your immense trust and for dedicating this time to mastering your personal health.
If this clinical breakdown brought clarity to your routine today, please take a quick moment to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based longevity secrets, and share this vital information with a friend or a loved one who deserves to stay strong, sharp, and independent. Drop a comment below to let us know which vegetable surprised you the most today. Remember, what you choose to place on your plate today directly determines the strength, clarity, and independence you carry into tomorrow. Stay vital, and I will see you in our next consultation.